So Saahil, one of the more evenly matched games this weekend, the Steelers at the Chiefs. Chiefs only a 1.5 point favorite at home, and the over/under set at 44. So this looks to be a pretty competitive game. Where are you seeing some of the top plays and ownership thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think Le'Veon Bell again figures to be the highest owned. Though I'm not positive, not a slam dunk as it was last week. Again, in the previous matchup of these two teams, Le'Veon Bell's, I think it was his first game of the season, and he went absolutely ham. 130 yards rushing and five or six catches with 50, 60 yards. But this is a different Chiefs team. Defense is much improved in the later half of the season, as well as that game being in Pittsburgh. Most DFSers are well aware of Pittsburgh's home and road splits. So I think that would exercise caution there. But he's going to be the most consistent performer in terms of touches, right up there with Ezekiel Elliott. So I think you definitely want to evaluate what you want to do with him this weekend before you move any further. And then on Antonio Brown, someone who figures to get a decent amount of targets in a game that shouldn't get out of hand like it did last week with the Steelers. So I think you can expect 4 quarters of targets for him against some aggressive Kansas City corners that can give up some big plays. And then we can also look at will Ladarius Green come back, and I think he has some monster upside for his palatable price tag. And then on the other side, I think we want to evaluate what Spencer Ware's usage is going to look like coming back up a rib injury, and Kendrick West looking pretty solid in the previous game. But at 5,200, he seems to be a solid value play. And even Alex Smith is someone that at 5,400 could make your way in some of their lineups, someone who again has pretty good home road splits. And then Tyreek Hill, someone who's put up an unbelievable run of long touchdowns. I think most DFS sharps have tried to stay away, thinking that he's going to come back to earth, and that's likely going to be my stance again this week. And then Travis Kelce, the highest projected tight end and the highest price tight end. I think it's going to have to make your way on a lot of lineups. I'm not sure if he's a cash play for me at that elevated price tag and lack of value elsewhere. And then last thought is Jeremy Maclin, someone who has been on and off injured all year, really hasn't gotten into a flow, but at 4,300 in a close game, I know that the Pittsburgh defense is improved, but he could see a fair amount of targets for a very palatable price tag.